Khandana bhava bandhana jaga vandana vandito mai niranjana nararupadhara niranjana nararupadhara nirguna gunamai mojana gadurshana jaga bhushana chidghanakai jnananjana vimalanayana jnananjana vimalanayana vikshane mohajai bhashvara bhavasagara chira unmada prema pathar bhaktarjana yugala charana bhaktarjana yugala charana tarana bhavapar Drimthita yuga ishvara jagadishvara yoga sahai nirodhana samahitamana nirodhana samahitamana nirakhita vakripai bhanjana dukha ganjana karuna ghana karma kadhor pranarpana jagata tarana pranarpana jagata tarana krindana kalidor vanchana kama kamchana dinindita indriyarak vyagishvara naravara vyagishvara naravara dehabade anurag nirbhaya gata samshaya dridha nishchaya manasavan mishkarana bhagata sharana nishkarana भक्त शरण त्याजी जाति कुलमान संपद तव श्रीपद भव गोष्पद वारियधाय प्रेमार्पण समदर्शन प्रेमार्पण समदर्शन जग जन दुःख जाय संपद तव श्रीपद भव गोष्पद वारियधाय प्रेमार्पण समदर्शन प्रेमार्पण समदर्शन जग जन दुःख जाय नमो नमो प्रभु वाक्यमनातीत नमो नमो प्रभु वाक्यमनातीत मन वचन एकाधार प्रभु मन वचन एकाधार ज्योतिर ज्योति उज्जल रिद्धि कंदर ज्योतिर ज्योति उज्जल रिद्धि कंदर तुम्ही तम भंजना प्रभु तुम्ही तम भंजना धे 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 रंग रंग भंग बाजे अंग संग मृदंग धे 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 रंग रंग भंग बाजे अंग संग मृदंग गायचे छंद भक्त वृंद आरती तोमार गायचे छंद भक्त वृंद आरती तोमार जय जय आरती तोमार हर हर आरती तोमार शिव शिव आरती तोमार खंडन भव बंधन जग वंदन वंदितो जय श्री गुरु महाराज जी की जय। Breaker of this world's chain, we adore thee whom all men love. Spotless, taking man's form, O purifier, thou art above the gunas three. Knowledge divine, not flesh, thou whom the cosmos wears, a diamond at its heart. Let us look deep in thine eyes. They are bright with the wisdom of God, that can wake us from Maya's spell. Let us hold fast to thy feet, treading the waves of the world to safety. O drunk with love, God drunken lover, in thee all paths of all yogas meet. Lord of the worlds, thou art ours, who wert born a child of our time, easy of access to us. O merciful, if we take any hold upon God in our prayer, it is by thy grace alone, since all thine austerities were practiced for our sake. How great was thy sacrifice, freely choosing thy birth in this prison, our iron age, to unchain us and set us free. Perfect, whom lust could not taint, nor passion nor gold draw near. O Master of all who renounce, fill our hearts full of love for thee. Thou hast finished with fear and with doubt, standing firm in the vision of God, a refuge to all who have cast fame, fortune, and friends away. Without question thou shelterest us, and the world's great sea in its wrath seems shrunk to the puddle that fills the hoofprint in the clay. Speech cannot hold thee, nor mind, yet without thee we think not, nor speak. Love, who art partial to none, we are equal before thy sight. Taker away of our pain, we salute thee, though we are blind. Come to the heart's black cave, and illumine, thou light of the light. Om Ring Ritam Tamachalo Gurnajit Gurnedya Naktam Divam Sakarunam Tava Padmam Mohangasham Bahukritam Nabhajedom Tasmat Tvameva Charanam Mamadina Bandho Bhaktir Bhagascha Bhajanam Bhavabheda Kari Gacchantyalam Suvipulam Gamanaya Tattvam Vaktrodritopi Ridime Najabhati Kinjit Tasmat Tvameva Sharanam Mamadina Bandho Tejasvaranti Tarasa Taitripta Krishna Rage Krite Ritapate Tairama Krishna Madhyamritam Tava Padam Maranormi Nasham Tasmat Tvameva Sharanam Mamadina Bandho Krityam Karoti Kavyursham Guhakanta Suvimalam Tavanamaratha Yasmadaham Tvashararno Jagadeka Gamya Tasmadameva Sharanam Mamadina Bandho Om Stapakaya Dharmasya Sarvadharma Sarupine Avatara Varishtaya Ramakrishnaya Te Namaha Om Namah Shri Bhagavate Ramakrishnaya Namo Namah Om Namah Shri Bhagavate Ramakrishnaya Namo Namaha Om Namah Shri Bhagavate Ramakrishnaya Namo Namaha. Om Ring, you are truth unchanging. You are the Lord of the gunas and adored for your virtues. In my weakness I have neglected, O remover of delusion, to worship you day and night with a yearning heart. Therefore, I claim refuge in you, O friend of the lowly. The worldly bondage can be overcome by love, adoration, and understanding. These three can bring us quickly to our goal, the truth of Brahman. But alas, though I speak these words with my lips, they find no echo in my heart. Therefore, I claim refuge in you, O friend of the lowly. O Ramakrishna, you are the path that leads to truth. If we offer you our hearts, our desires find satiation in you, and overcoming all worldly passions, we find fullness of eternal life. For you destroy the waves of death and bring immortality into the world of mortals. Therefore, I claim refuge in you, O friend of the lowly. O dispeller of delusion, your name is most pure and auspicious. It transforms sinfulness into purity. You are the only goal of all beings. Therefore, I, who am without protection, claim refuge in you, O friend of the lowly. Om Sarvamangala Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharye Triambake Gauri Jai Swami Ji Maharaj Ji ki Jai. O Mother Divine, Thou art the source of all auspiciousness. We offer our salutations to Thee. Thou art the accomplisher of all objects. Thou giveth us refuge when we yearn for it. O Mother Divine, please accept our salutations. O Mother, eternal art Thou. Thy power projects, preserves, and withdraws the universe back to Thyself. To Thee, O Mother Divine, we offer our salutations. Thou art the eternal support and the embodiment of the three gunas. Thou art the savior of the distressed and the afflicted. We take refuge in Thee. Thou art, O Mother, the remover of our sufferings. Victory to Thee, O Divine Mother. Please accept our salutations. Salutations to Thee. Salutations to Thee. Salutations to Thee. Yeah, and we'll now sing Amazing Grace. Those who know the words, please feel free to sing along.
She'll sing Amazing Grace. Those who know the lyrics can join her.
Amazing grace, the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, I have already come. 'Tis grace that brought me safe this far, and grace will lead me home. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've known as days to sing God's praise. Then when we first begun, amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Thank you for this amazing song. Happy New Year. Like always, every year we say the same old thing. Sometimes it has become a cliche. Are we really ready for happiness? Most of us are not. We want a little of this and a little of that also. But this time you can make it different. Make it a spiritual new year. And that's the idea. Today, we spend the whole day in a visual, that is, contemplating on spirituality, on the soul, or consciousness, or reality. And collectively, all over the world, people today have been doing this in honor of an event that occurred on the 1st of January. And that makes all the difference. So it's called Kalpataru. Now, these Sanskrit words are sometimes a mouthful and a earful also. The mind, according to Vedanta Yoga, works on the principles of waves, vibrations. I think we all get this. There are waves, there are vibrations, light waves, vehicles, or particles, or whatever. Everything in the universe works on the principle of waves. If everything, it includes mind also, because mind is a part of nature. It is a material entity. Yes, don't go and think that the mind is a spiritual thing. No, it's a material entity. But it's a subtle material entity. Thought is called a kalpa. It has many meanings. The cyclic nature of things. So we get it from kalpa. Like we have nirvikalpa and savikalpa. Where there are no thought waves in the mind. That's the highest form of samadhi. Savikalpa is when we have an image of God, etc. And that is called savikalpa samadhi. So like kalpana is another, like a thought of fancy. So kalpa is a thought. Okay. Any movement in the mind is likened to a lake, and there are waves that rise. That is called a kalpa, a thought. Now there are many thoughts in our mind, and the water is undulating constantly. So that's that much for kalpa. And the taru means tree. I think we get this. Kalpa and taru. What does a tree give us? We know what's a tree. Principally, it gives us fruits and flowers. And you get shade, etc. and all this. But it's a fruit and a flower that's important in a tree. So in our mind, when a wave rises, a kalpa, it will fructify into an object. You desire something, you want something, and that will fructify. This is the secret of the universe, the secret of the mind and secret of the world. Anything that happens in the mind, anything, will one day, either tomorrow or day after tomorrow, 10 years, 50 years, 100 years, 1,000 years, it doesn't matter. It will come to you. It will fructify. So that is the kalpa and taru. Okay, that's a psychological explanation of kalpa. So the universe will bring it to you. It's actually you wanted it. That gives us a thought to think about. We have the power to generate whatever we want. Whatever you want. Like Bhagwan Buddha says, as you think, so will you be. As you will think, so will you be. In your mind is the past, the present, and the future. These are the laws of causation, of time and space, which molds your mind, every object in the universe, every thought. So kalpa, whatever thought arises, is also, nothing comes out in a vacuum. Nothing in the universe is a vacuum. This thought has been the result of a preceding thought, and that preceding thought was the result of, it's a long chain. And these chains are fructifying. And this is what is called bondage. We create our own bondages through our own thoughts. So if you want to be happy, now you know. If you want to be miserable, you've done something. Okay. Now, the word Kalpataru, I mean, it has various meanings. First is, it's a celestial tree. Whatever you think about it, underneath it or near it, it will fructify immediately. Now we are coming out from the actual, you can say, metaphorical tree. People say there is a tree, Kalpataru, in heaven. Okay. We can take that as something as part of mythology. But traditions and all, they say that, you got to be careful about what you think near that tree. Because Sri Ramakrishna gives the example, saying there was a traveler traveling, he was tired, he was hungry, he was thirsty, and the destination is far away. He said, I'll take a little rest. And he took a rest under the shade of a tree. And he was so tired, he's saying, I wish, and hungry, I wish somebody would have brought me some food. And food comes. So he was delighted. And he ate, and he's saying, now I need a little rest. I wish there was a bed. And the bed appears, and he lies on the bed. And then he says, I wish there was a young girl who would massage my feet. I am so tired. And a young girl comes and starts massaging his feet. And it's blissful, it's heaven. And while he is in that blissful mood, he says, I only hope no tiger comes. And the tiger does come. That's the end of the whole thing. I mean, you know what happens, what a tiger does. The tiger also is hungry. So you have to be careful of what you think near the Kalpataru. Where is the Kalpataru? As I explained, it is your own mind. It is your own mind that raises a desire, a wish, a thought, and your own mind will satisfy it. How? It draws the whole power of the universe towards itself. Yes, you don't realize how powerful your mind is. So it comes here. Swami Vivekananda says, as one has the power to throw it outwards, you also have the power to draw it in. These are the two powers which are called pravritti and nivritti. Vritti is a thought. You think personally, I've been thinking about these things. Thought is both personal and also collective. No thought is private. This is my private thought. Oh no, sorry. Whenever you think, that thought goes out. Yes. It starts vibrating. And then it comes back. It's called a nivritti. It comes back. But now you have the collective force of all the other vibrations. Comes back. Your mind is thus the creator. I remember there was a Swami, the humorist. So we was a board saying, hey Swami, come here, tell us some jokes to him. No. I don't know what. He was not in a jocular mood. We make our own world, and that goes for the jokes too. And he said it and he goes, then, my God, look at that. Yeah, we make our own world. Sometimes it's a joke. So the external world and the internal world are obverse and reverse of the same thing. Don't think that the external world is separate from you. Sorry. You have an impact on it, and that it has an impact. This is the pravritti and the nivritti. Okay, so much for the psychological explanation or the philosophical order. This day is celebrated by people all over the world as a Kalpataru day. What is a Kalpataru? I had explained it. Sri Ramakrishna says, you can wish whatever you want, but for it to get fructified, you must stand near the Kalpataru, near the wish-fulfilling tree. And in this age, it is Sri Ramakrishna. Spiritual thoughts also fructify. It's not only just mundane thoughts. So today we have been contemplating on spiritual things, thinking about divine things. So those things also will fructify. But when you come in a sacred space and do that, these thoughts will fructify more quickly. Why? Because of the presence of Sri Ramakrishna. What is Sri Ramakrishna? Many people have many ideas about what it is. In the Bhagavad Gita, it's saying, Vajananti mam muda manu. These fools, they do not recognize me. I, who have taken a human body, they don't realize my supreme state as the Lord of all beings. Okay. And then there's another one. Janma karma chamed, my work and my birth, etc. are divine. Those who know it in truth will be liberated. So at certain times of the human history, the spiritual history, it's like we have been asking, where is God? Is there a God? Even those who say there is a God, they have their doubts. And there are those who say there is no God, even they have their doubts. Oh yeah. And so we are here, and besides, life is very hard. There is little happiness followed by a little misery, and then a little happiness. And these are the waves that are buffeting life. Forget happiness. Don't even seek happiness. It's more like a chimera. Seek perfection. That is human life. What is this happiness? An animal also, you give him something and he'll start wagging its tail. He's happy. You want to be like that? He's wagging. Human life has got something more to it. Perfection, it is somewhere deep down innate within us. There is a call to perfection. Human life was meant for this. People say, oh, yesterday we were discussing, what is the reality? Where is the reality? Some are searching it in heaven, and some are searching it in hell, whatever, wherever they like to find it. But it's an axiomatic truth that you exist Nobody has to authenticate your existence. You know you exist. And your life's work is to be true to that existence of yours. Nothing else. And the more true you are to your own existence, to your own reality, how do you do that? By speaking, by working, and by thinking real things, your own reality. If you miss it, you're gone. Because this world is quick to catch the unwary. It'll catch you. So people search for reality. You don't have to search it. You have to manifest it. You, me, all of us have to manifest what is real within us. And that comes through our thoughts and words and deeds. Forget about all these high-sounding philosophies and all. This is the basic. This is what Vedanta is. This is what Vedanta starts with. Better search your own self first instead of searching all over the place. Because it's very difficult. There's a story in the Puranas. You know? Vishnu, after he created this whole world and various, it's not only this world, there are various worlds, innumerable dimensions. We think only this is our world and this is the only thing. No, no. So like Vishnu is a grand guy. He was taking his rest after exhausting work, you see. Creation is big business. And everything is working like clockwork. Yet, he heard some humans yelling and shouting. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Catch him. Hold him. Did you see him? Where is... And they are searching for Vishnu. So Vishnu said, I was just taking rest and this guys kept on yelling and shouting, disturbing me. So he goes to the top of a mountain. And people follow him there. He goes to the bottom of the ocean, people follow. He goes to the desert, there also. He's just trying to take a little rest. He goes to the forest, he goes everywhere. And the poor Vishnu, the God, he's a creator God, he is running away from this crowd that's at his heels, trying to get him. Then he meets Narada, saying, oh Lord, what happened? Where are you running? Say, look at this. Everyone is satisfied in their own niche in this creation. Everything is going perfect, except these humans. They want something more. And I've run out of hiding places. So Narada was saying, I'll tell you a place. You go there. Saying, I've exhausted all the places. Saying, no, you go and stay in their hearts. So Vishnu entered in the hearts of everybody. And he's taking rest there. And we are still searching. Where is he? Where's the reality? What is real? That's what the Bhagavad Gita is saying. Aham atma gudakesha sarva bhuta shayasita. I am in the hearts of all beings. I am resting. I am sleeping. So I am the past, the present, and the future of all beings. And yet he has hidden himself. Himself or self. So that reality has to be manifested. It has to come out through your life. So this thoughts that rise in your mind has to be aligned with your real self. And when you do that, That is life. That is real happiness. Sukham atyantikam yattad. That is the highest happiness, the scriptures say, which is grasped by the purified intellect, which is beyond the senses. Real happiness is not sensory happiness. It has to transcend sensory happiness. Now, in this whole philosophy observations, see, there is some, Raka was just saying Amazing Grace. The lyrics are really profound. It's very meaningful. Where is reality? Like we understood it like here. But I said there's that external counterpart also. Because both worked in conjunction. That comes to you as grace. When you are in tune with yourself, with your own reality. So when you feel grace, it is the same as God. It is the basis of creation, it is the basis of life. It is intangible and yet it is felt. It is the storehouse of wisdom, of visions, of knowledge. We may not be aware of this grace in our lives because we are busy with hundreds. There is always. Where is this prayer that we have been praying and praying and praying? It comes, the prayers are answered sometimes individually, sometimes collectively through grace. And sometimes that grace descends in an embodied form. These are the avatars. They come in answer to all our prayers. We know we are missing the mark. We know exactly. Yeah, we have been kind of deceiving ourselves. We have been deceiving the world. Nah, we're deceiving ourselves. Somewhere deep down we know. Because that is that reality, it will not let you take it easy or it will fool you. No. It will tell you, hey, what you said, that's not right. You see? Not only you detect, others also can detect. So this is what, so in order to help us align with ourselves, these great souls called avatars come to help us. The Sri Ramakrishna, the story goes that he had cancer and he couldn't eat and he was rail thin, emaciated. He couldn't speak. And yet he says, those who see me in this state will be liberated. My God. You know why? We're not going to see that emaciated, that there's an inner reality within that can be recognized, can be seen. And because when we are aligned with ourselves, we'll see. So there was one disciple of Sri Ramakrishna, Swami Turiyananda. So Sri Ramakrishna says, I cannot eat, I cannot talk. But Turiyananda says, but I see you're immersed in bliss. Sri Ramakrishna, the rascal has caught me. Rascal has found me out. So there's one external, you can say, reality that we see, but inner reality is different. If we can recognize that, they will be liberated. But that is how do we do that? So when he demonstrated also. So, he was not feeling well, and then he tried a new line of medication. That is not he. So there was a doctor, Rajendra Datta. He came in and he started a new medication and is feeling a little better. And he decides to take a stroll. It was a holiday. A lot of devotees, about 30 devotees were all over the place in the garden and outside also in the hall. So he came down, he was walking slowly, and he saw all the devotees around here, and some of them kept on following him. He saw Girish Ghosh. Girish Ghosh was the Bohemian. We say, I'm a sinner and all. You don't know. You're nothing compared to Girish Ghosh. However, so Sri Ramakrishna says, what is this, Girish? You are telling everybody that this, his body, is an incarnation, etc. And Girish was the kind of dramatist, but he was a dramatist, he was an actor, player, everything. He knelt with tears streaming down his eyes, joined his palm, saying, what can I say of you whom even Valmiki and Vyasa could not describe? Now, Valmiki is the one who is called the first poet. He wrote the Ramayana. Vyasa is the one who wrote the entire Mahabharata, one of the biggest epics. And the various Puranas and so many things, even they could not describe you. And Sri Ramakrishna goes into a ecstatic state. And so people also, they seen him and they all converged towards him. Mainly they were almost all of them were householders. And he's saying, what more can I say? And he uses the word, Tumader Chaitanya Hok. May you all be awakened. May your consciousness be awakened. And he keeps on blessing everybody, touching them, this, that. And then there was a kind of a frenzy. Everybody shouting. Some had plucked flowers here and there. They're offering it to him. Some are throwing the flowers over all the group that's gathered there. It's like a madman. It's like a bedlam there. Shouting, and there are people who are getting into ecstasy. When he was touching each person, he did it except one, but he gave it to him later. Whatever their spiritual ideals were, they realized it there. So it was a great spiritual current that was flowing through Sri Ramakrishna, and he was touching everybody. That is the significance of this day. And it happened around between 3 and 3:30 in the afternoon. So you know what? All his life, nobody would recognize him. Nobody could. He even told somebody, you see, no. Even they doubt, disbelieving. Even Swami Vivekananda, he said he was Rama, who was Krishna, is now Ramakrishna. He had told him often, but at that stage, before this Kalpataru, he had told him, Swamiji wasn't believing that. Saying, now, in the throes of pain, if he says this, I'm going to accept it. And then he says, he was Rama, who was Krishna. but not in a Vedantic sense. Swamiji had a thought, and Sri Ramakrishna picked up that thought wave and had declared it. So Swamiji's thought wave, he picked up. Your thought wave, when you think of him, it will be picked up by him. If you think of him, he is going to give you liberation. Well, if you think of rubbish, you better go and stand there. Please. Don't give me rubbish. Give me something better. So he is the one who gave everybody their realization, their spiritual realization. He never gave them the mundane happiness and all that. No, so he had come like you're living incognito. And then suddenly, just before he can depart, he is now revealing himself. So Swami Sharadananda, he says, this day is not actually Kalpataru. Yeah, he was a little more kind of philosophic. Ramchandra Datta, he said, no, Ramakrishna is the Kalpataru. But he says, no, it is a day of self-revelation. Atma Prakash, self-revelation. And Abhaya Vara Pradhan, that is one who is giving us the boon of fearlessness. What is spirituality? Happiness? No. Fearlessness. There's another word for fearlessness, perfection. Because when there are two, the Upanishad says, there is always fear. When there is one, there is no fear. Whom to fear and what? So when you're one with that perfection, so Sri Ramakrishna had come to awaken that perfection, and when you're one with that, you become fearlessness. So the mind, as I said, Vishnu, Sri Ramakrishna, himself is the Lord of the mind. Manasaspate, he is the Lord of the mind. So he is the inner dweller. So the mind thinks, and the mind grants you that, what you wish. Now, if your mind can grant you what you want, raise the wave of divinity, and you will get divinity. So is Sri Ramakrishna there only on the 1st of January? Oh no. That will be limitations, So next year you'll come again, okay, and you will get your blessings. He is the eternal Kalpataru. He's doing it all the time, every moment. Where is he? There in your heart. So the Kalpataru, the wish-fulfilling tree, is your own self. Think of it like that. And it is there with you. Only thing, you never recognized it. That's the reason why Sri Ramakrishna has come to show you that I am that indweller. How? In the form of that wish-fulfilling tree. He's there within us. So he is the mind. He is the Lord of the mind. He raises that wish and he will fulfill it. It is all a divine play. So this divine play of Sri Ramakrishna is supposed to be meditated upon. That is called meditation. So you meditate on that. Otherwise, it's very difficult to understand how can divinity manifest itself like this. So it comes first, then you have to understand yourself to understand the divinity manifesting. And when you can understand that same divine spark is there within us, then it becomes very easy. Then it becomes. So on this day, we align ourselves to ourselves, our thoughts, words, and deeds. And that has the power to manifest our own reality. And the reality is that great wish-fulfilling tree. You can fulfill all your wants. And what the deepest want within all of us is perfection. This is life's journey. We are all going towards perfection. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ram Krishna Arpanamastu. Raka will sing us a closing song, a short closing song. Any song, take Peace Like a River. Okay. So she'll sing. Before she can collect all that, collect herself and go. There's a nice small song. Friday, the last of the series of Mantra Yoga will end with the great mantra. On Sunday, we have Swami Shardananda, Apostle to Two Masters. We also have a Mother's Children at 9:50 a.m. And I'm happy to announce that our Sunday school children have almost met their goal. They were collecting clothes, garments, etc., toiletries for children in foster care. So gives them a kind of a social commitment. So, and that is, of course, they really worked hard for it. And then Sunday evening we have Ram Nam. Raka will sing with a bhajan. And from Monday onwards, we are having a winter recess. There's a brief pause on 26th January to celebrate Swami Vivekananda's birthday. It's a Sunday. Try to make it. And then again, the winter recess will extend up till Shivaratri, the great night of Shiva. Those who know the lyrics can sing along. It's a very popular.
Peace like a river, it floweth so free, out from the heart of infinity. Oh, blessed Spirit, it floweth for thee. Peace like a river, peace like a river, peace like a river to him who believes, peace to the heart that the Savior receives, peace to the spirit that sorrows and grieves. Peace like a river, peace like a river, peace like a river, it floweth always. peace like a river. O weary one, pray for peace like a river, peace like